So welcome back. And here we are. It is the Joyminder Leaders League, part two, week two. And Steve Patterson said that he is going to share with us the system, the marketplace that he's been putting together. So I'm just going to step aside and let
Okay.
you take over.
Well, as you know, I've been out here in Denver, Colorado all week and met with several of my partners in crime and things I do, and worked out a lot of different stuff this week, and we're moving into a new business plan. And I've gone ahead. I did it on Friday. I set up a DBA for a new corporation underneath my existing corporation in the state of Texas. And so we're going to start marketing ourselves as a third company. Um, and we interviewed three people on Friday for independent contractors for us that have done work for us before in the past. And we ran it past them and everything else. But what we're going to do is we're going to start approaching um, small to medium businesses. We're going to specialize in a niche of businesses that are 2 to 5 million and have between 10 and 20 employees. That's the real sweet spot for what's known as a fractional CMO. And that way they're too big. They're not big enough to afford their own marketing department. Or if they do, it's a stretch for them. And they're at a point where they do need consistent marketing and a program to continue to build market and business for them. So we're in the process of moving towards that kind of client. And we'll work with that client two specific ways. If they have an existing marketing structure internally, somewhat, somebody who does marketing for them, uh, then if they have a graphic artist or they have somebody who runs their website, some IT function, those type of things, then we will engage as a leader and someone with experience to go in and set up everything for them and then start moving them forward and working with their marketing staff to do that. If the company has no marketing infrastructure, we will be, as of the comparison I'm using these days, we'll bring the orchestra leader and the orchestra leader to play in their place. And so what we'll be doing is we'll be working with the resources internally to go ahead and work with them to get everything they need. And then what we'll do is we have several things in our tool chest because I already have some existing tools, but we'll be using NowSite, we'll be using Intuitive, we'll be using another company called Go Leads that I'm a broker with, and then we'll be using a couple um, other resources that we have through some the independent contractors we have. All the independent contractors that we're going to hire, the initial three, are all super users on NowSite.
Can you tell
So
me, just to break in, what's intuitive?
Intuitive is a very high-end digital marketing tools company that I have a license with.
Ah, okay.
And what they do is I can do stuff that NowSite can't do, or I can do things that NowSite does, except instead of hitting it with a ball baseball bat, I can use a surgical tool.
Like
So,
what?
for example,
Yeah.
I can do geofencing down to doorways.
Okay.
I can do IP address targeting. I can do a lot of things that NowSite doesn't do.
Okay.
And put those things. I can buy interstitial advertising on apps. I can buy and place CTV and OTT TV commercials, things like that through Intuitive. So that's a lot of other tools that gives me at my discretion to do things. Now those are also much more expensive. Those are higher level. I call those my graduation tools from NowSite. If
Hmm.
you're doing well and you're growing your company and you want to go to the next level of digital marketing, they'll do that. The other thing we're also going to include is setting up AI in businesses, including chatbots for customer service and doing some other stuff. And I've got a partner, Chris Brown, who owns Big Splash Media, who's one of my clients. That I brought him in. He's a tool that would be a great addition of working as a working partner. He's got the individual talent internally to build chatbots and stuff like that for us, where we can. So he's in the process. Him again, him and I talked yesterday. He's in the process of talking to ChatGPT for licensure and about getting an API license with them, so we can build out and put a subscription model into place and doing things like that. I'm taking a complete 180 from what I've been doing. We'll still continue to do that
Mm-hmm.
with my clients. Serve them, help them with Now Site, run their Now sites for them, and everything else. And then what we're in the process now on this week and next week, we're going to work on is a tiered retainer system for what you do, what you do with us.
Okay.
If you're Now Site, if you just want us to run Now Site and you want us to do this, it's X, Y. It'll be X amount. If you want us to come into your company and do everything for you, and actually everything, maybe even media buying for you on other media, then there'll be several levels of that based on how much time and effort it'll take to do those. So we're moving in those two models, and we'll start marketing that way, start building our websites to reflect that. And we're going to use NowSite as the platform to build our own company, because I've done it with two other companies and it's been very successful doing it. So there's no reason to change it, and
Right.
it gets better. So, and doing things. So yeah, so that's where we're moving towards right now. I'm excited about it because I think that there's a real opportunity in that area. Um, and it's a bigger fish. You don't need as many.
Yeah.
Literally, we would only need maybe 5 to 7 clients, because we're looking at charging, ballpark, we're looking at 3 to 5 thousand a month based on what services we'll provide.
Per
The other
client.
thing
Yeah.
is, yeah,
Per
yeah,
client.
yeah, per client, right?
Yeah.
The other thing is we're looking at is, um, and a lot of this has been researched on a book I read called about becoming a fractional CMO. So the big thing I took away from this was um, barriers. What's the working relationship between you and the CEO of the company, and how that works? Because you're not an employee, you're a contractor. So therefore, they're contracting you for your expertise and your knowledge. Therefore, you have to set up a situation where you're in control.
Mhm.
They're not. You call the shots, you come and go. I mean, they're going to only get maybe 30 minutes a week with you. All the rest of the time will be either with your people and making their works good and getting it checked and done, or internal resources and making sure that that's functioning and set up correctly and doing things. So it's another way to look at the business. It's what I've been doing anyway, kind of, just in a lesser form for almost 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that taking it to the next level.
Awesome.
That
So
pretty much Leah?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I'm thinking of everybody here, and Lisa, who's not here, so we'll get her the recording.
She's in Peru.
She is. She is. She's, yeah, hitting beaches and
I'm
amazing
jealous.
pictures
I
of,
love it. That's fun. That place is on my bucket list.
yeah, I learned it's the third largest country in South America. So, yeah, I'm watching. But, so we have been talking about this. And so when, in terms of, Joyminder Leaders League, what I said is that this group can be for people that have specific niche markets where we're offering a diverse range of, solutions, whether it's marketplace or however we do it. So what I really appreciate about what I'm hearing Steve share is that his niche is that, the 10 to 20 employee type businesses that really have need for marketings. Now, what it means also is that, Steve, has the ability and knowledge to basically do that. I don't know, maybe all the years in newspaper and, all the years with Now Site and things like this. So what Steve's doing is amazing and it's perfect for him and wouldn't be quite so much for other people in here, and that's okay. There's other people here who maybe haven't even truly built that much in website in now site, I mean, maybe haven't really branched out to do their own marketing well enough yet, much less go and get hired by a company to do CMO. And that's great, but I really love what you're doing. I know Lisa and I are thinking, about how we could potentially do some of those things as well. So
Well,
thank
it's
you.
always like you can always just stick your toe in the pool. You know,
Right.
you
Absolutely.
you can. This is one thing that you can ramp up.
Hmm. Yeah, like you have, truly. I
Yep.
mean, you've been doing this for a few years.
Yep.
You've done different things and um, now you're taking it to the next level. I'm anybody else who got the blessing of hearing Steve want to share their thoughts, Stephen?
I love the fractional model. I looked at becoming a fractional sales director uh, when I left Dell, and I even have a contract on my leadership page. I have a leadership profile page that highlights my leadership style, and there's a contract. There's a two-way NDA, so people can still download those if they're interested. But the fractional model is really taking off. It is kind of gained a lot of traction in the last 18 months, I would say.
I'd say that. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, the last 18 months, the word fractional even has been uh, widely spread across LinkedIn in various forms. There's a couple of fractional professional associations. Have you connected with those?
Yeah, I joined a couple of groups over the weekend on LinkedIn,
Mhm.
and I found those as well.
Good deal. I can even do a warm introduction for you if you'd like to somebody who's in that space.
Okay, love to, Steve. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah. So there's, you can become a fractional CXO. So it doesn't have to be marketing. It can
Yeah.
be whatever your specialty is, whatever your skill set is. It doesn't even have to be C-suite level. Like I was looking at sales director
Hmm.
um, because I was looking for smaller companies, so that smaller even than what Steve's looking for. Companies that are in that still that very early startup phase who couldn't afford um, the full-time salary and benefits of a professional sales director,
Mhm.
and serving that market in a way to either get their sales team up and running or coach their sales team and develop a leader within that team to take that role full time. Um, and so, whatever your skill set is, the fractional model may be a good fit.
Totally agree. Yeah, that mean that I was talking to one of my partners out here, and she's a plethora of things. She's a financial advisor. She's a publisher. She's does a bunch of stuff. And she was looking at the fractional CFO model a couple months ago, and so she's actually working with that now on going into companies, and she already contracted with one a week ago, where she's just doing going in, looking under the sheets, taking a peek, finding out what's right, what's wrong, where they're strong, where they're weak, on their finances and stuff like that, and then coming back with a recommended plan of correction, at which time they will retain her to implement all those corrections,
Right.
and she'll do that.
What's pretty fascinating is there's a bit of a new bit of news here as well. Is this in many ways I have been hired as a kind of a fractional, well, lead gen specialist, except
Hmm?
not fractional, except full
Yeah,
time. And this is for a company in Texas. I hope to be visiting Texas more often. How many people here from Texas? We got Charla, we got Steve, we got Steven. So yeah, I might be down hanging out with y'all. But essentially it's kind of funny because, I got hired to do lead gen for this company. And the more I've learned about the company, the more I realize that while it's been around for 18 years, they're really starting a brand new thing. That's what they need me for, is to help launch that brand new thing. Well, that puts me almost in the opportunity for, and we've already talked about this, the growth and the opportunity to step into more leading from stage, all the things that
Mhm.
really call my name. So it's fascinating, to move forward in that. It's almost like I'm trying to decide, am I their employee or are they my client? Because really, I'm doing what I love to do. It's just that, and I'm being paid a regular amount. It's just that we're calling it a salary instead of invoicing. So kind of different,
Yep.
but really not that different either. Can I show you something so I just was in a meeting with that group and we were talking about Story Brand. Is anybody here familiar with Story
Oh,
Brand?
I've read all Dennis's books,
Okay.
Miller's books, all that stuff. Yeah, it's very cool stuff.
Yeah. So I'm just showing you this because I'm going to, I have probably seen or read this, this is, in many ways, this is very intuitive, general marketing stuff as far as I'm concerned. By the way, I had to take a disc profile. Surprise! I'm high I. Anybody shocked? Okay. What was kind of funny is that I'm also relatively high D and relatively high S. I just have no C apparently at all. I use it all up on the other three. But going from I'll just walk through it very quickly from my understanding. And Steve, feel free to correct me because I'm newer. But having a character, the person you want to serve is the character, and they are the hero.
Right. It's
One
the
of the
hero's journey.
things
Yeah, it's the hero's journey.
It's a
Yeah.
hero's journey. But one of the things that a hero doesn't need is another hero. Oftentimes we step in like, we're the hero, we're here to save the day. Sorry, I won't sing too much. But that what they are looking is for a guide. And they gave a couple of really good examples, Katniss and whatever that series. Her is it Hamus is her guide, right? If you can think of any hero's journey, there's a hero, but then there's the person who guides the hero and says, here's what you need to do, here's where you can go, but they're not the hero. They're offering a solution. They're demonstrating that there have been results, that they have a plan. Here's what you do. If you don't, though, hey, you don't have to do this. You can go back to working in the mines. You can go back to grinding away. You can go back to your failing life in marriage because you're working 80 hours a week or whatever. But then, or you can have, the results that you really want to have. So kind of and what was brought up in this is that this can be part of everything. How you introduce yourself, your websites, your emails, everything. But that things also need to be really niched and narrowed down. So I wanted to share another thing here. This I've talked about the other day. I've been putting together this website, and so have not changed this since hearing and going through the story brand, but let's take a look at it. Here's the hero. The hero is missing important emails. Did I spell something wrong here? Um, and so we do have a guide. How to. That's a guide, right? And so what you don't see anywhere here above the fold is Joyminder Solutions. You don't see anything about it. It's them, their issue, and a solution. Now, if you scroll down a little bit more information, okay, what is it? And then how to, right here. How to whitelist an email in, select the button you want to learn more. If they slide down a little bit more, they can go back to Joyminder Solutions. They can learn more about me. Or if they do click on Gmail, they'll go over to this page, how to whitelist an email in Gmail. And I will say my VA did an amazing job of this. Look at this. Is this beautiful? I think. Try it out.
Looks great.
Yeah.
You can
Really
practice
good.
whitelisting with us. Enter your name and email below, and Joyminder Solutions will send you an email immediately with other tips and tools. Boom. And so, and then press and check your email. Your information is safe with us. You can unsubscribe at any time. So, and then below that, more information again. So how do I do with the story brand?
Love it.
It's beautiful.
What do you think of the logos? I'm just curious.
I like
These
them.
right here.
Okay. I was just
Mhm.
curious if you would or not, because at least these two are old fashioned logos. That's a little retro. And I thought there's pros and cons. It's kind of fun because they're retro, but it's kind of not because as long as the rest of the website looks clean and fresh and modern, I think it's fine. But I was a little worried that the retro logos could impact somebody saying, "Oh, this is old information." Never know. Anything, anyone?
No, I think that's a great intro.
Okay. I'll show you also a couple other things that I've done. And again, this is my niche at the moment. And what I'm looking at, really refining is that I want to have the solutions, that's Joyminder Solutions, for, have the solutions, the reliable tools, expert coaches, and fresh business ideas, empowering you for joy, freedom, and flexibility in your business. So again, all about them. I did change this to curated connections, trusted tools, curated connections, business ideas, free stuff. I do have a new tool here. I'll show you this. And we can, again, look at the story brand of this. I might need to make some changes. So here's the funnel for tools, tested and trusted business tools. Now it's about me. But how do they get here? They came here from the page that was all about them. So we've got solution here. Start and run your business, keep in touch, learn the latest. I can make this smaller. I'll probably revamp some of this, but that's the above the fold right here. Scrolling down then is where they start finding the solutions. This is my newest one, securely save your stuff, protect all your data, access your files anytime from anywhere in the world, fast, secure, and easy to use. Some of you have seen this. I've sent it to you. I'll put it in the chat. I do this because I do think this is a solution that almost all of us can use. One of the favorite things I heard about it is that, think of this, your cell phone costs more every time you have to buy a new one because you have to buy more storage because you can't get rid of anything out of your phone. So what this actually does is it does help to you get rid of everything out of your phone. You still can access it all from your phone, and therefore you can actually buy a smaller phone next time, all for $10 a month. Amazing amount, terabyte, 6 terabytes of data availability for $9.99 a month. So, and
Sold.
what?
I said sold.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the link is in here, and then it is, but and again, going back, this is how I do things. And again, you don't have to do it the same way, but online backup and security, nobody knows what company this is. Yes, this is the logo I got off of their site. All the wording came off of their website. How it works, right off of their website. Still doesn't say their name. Secure, reliable, automated cloud backup still doesn't have their name. these are pictures. Again, I'm kind of showing use Now site to its benefit. These are pictures. So if somebody clicks the sign up button on either one, now it goes over to my affiliate link. But really the whole photo was the button, right?
Mhm.
Not everything has to be a button. A picture with a click here can be a button too, as it was here. So secure, reliable, automated cloud backups. Choose the plan that suits you. Go ahead and do that. Monthly and actually a discount for yearly. And yes, there is a reseller option as well. So this is a tool all of you are welcome to do. It's incredibly affordable. And, here's all the details on how that works. So that's on that page. What do you like about what I did here? And again, I'd love for you to bring your pages here too. I mean, maybe we can help each other make our pages better, make our websites better as we're continuing to build out these marketplaces. Anyone?
I think, I mean, it's like me, my whole mind shift is gone, and I like this because this is just another tool in the toolbox
Mhm. Yeah,
that builds value for you as
Mhm.
as as a guide on the journey, because you know where all the watering holes are,
right. Exactly.
right?
Yep. Yeah, and that's, my cure, I have pretty much gone through my tools. I'm still revamping some of the websites. There's links that have gotten old throughout the years that I've changed things, whatever. Having to go through a lot. Curated connections, still haven't totally done that out. But I want to find, and so feel free to introduce me to if there are fractional coaches or if there's a financial coach or real estate coach and they want to play the buy a referral type of a game, yeah, I'm willing to play. So I am looking to either have them pay to be on my site, which is another opportunity, or
Which a lot of realtors do for their fixing guys.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So um yeah, the curated connections, there's two ways that I look at that as far as how they can get on there. I'm going to give an example. That maybe did I do this last week where I talked about the travel agency?
Yes.
Okay, so that was my example. Either she can get Now site with me, and then I'll just build a page for her quickly, and she can have it. Or as long as she has Now site. Or if she doesn't get Now site or gets Now site from somebody else, I'll have a fixed fee to create that page for her. And then, in that case, we decide, depending on what the fee is, whether or not she would actually pay for any leads that she would get over there. And, if you haven't thought about it, you can charge monthly, annually, all those things for people to be on your site. I mean, Trusted Tools makes it easy because they're generally going to be the affiliate marketing or network marketing type of things. A lot of these, not all of them, but when you get to the coaches, it's going to be a little bit more typically one-to-one. Business opportunities. Ultimately, I see putting my solution out as a business opportunity for somebody to say, I just want to copy what she's doing and I'll have a fee and they can download it, get introductions or change out their own tools, their own things and go. That's a business opportunity that I'll have in here. I'm just curious where this goes. Yep, wrong website. This won't work. It's going to go to a 404 error. Okay. Lots of fixing to do. Because I wanted to move specifically away from Joyminder Consulting to Joyminder Solutions for that reason. I want to be more of a resource page than a consultant.
Going back to being a guide. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Stephen Harris, how is this landing for you?
I think it's great. One of the reasons I rebranded last year and changed from being SRH Consulting to SRH Business Resource Marketplace is because the word consulting is very ambiguous. There's so many different types of consulting, and you always have to explain what exactly you do when you say consulting, because your clients don't know, your prospects don't know until you explain it. So I wanted something that was more, self-evident up front. So I think what you did there with the name change is perfect.
Can you
Um,
you want to share your screen and show us how you have your marketplace organized at this point?
sure. Let me make sure I have that page pulled up. And
Grandbaby is way too cute, Charlotte.
yeah, and
Baby. Hi.
it's always a work in progress. So I would love feedback as well.
Oh, we got a wave. And if anybody else has even started your marketplace or solutions page or whatever you're going to call it, and you want to share yours, put a note in the chat or something and you can come up too. Or if you want to do it next week, that's fine too. Okay, so here we go. Go ahead and,
So this is my above the fold.
yep.
Then some explanation about what we're doing. I'm very faith forward. I was on a lunch club call yesterday, and people appreciate that I'm faith forward, or they don't, and that's okay too.
Yep.
And then I started put some logos on there that people might recognize. And then these are buttons that I created myself. Now, I've gotten some feedback on the buttons, and I want to ask your opinion on this. So I have this down below, and one bit of feedback I got was I should make the buttons above look more like these with the logos, the little, what do you call them, icons?
Yeah, you can go to Google Images and just type in free icons,
Uh-huh.
and you can copy and paste them from there.
Do y'all agree with that feedback? Should I make these buttons less busy and looking more like these?
Well, the problem is that the ones you've got set up, you're not going to find a startup but icon.
Right.
Yeah, it's that. I mean, they're pretty consistent all the way along with where all the different icons are, that kind of stuff. Um, what I would do maybe is when you created these, did you create them in Canva?
Yes.
Yeah, there are. What I would do is I would go into Canva and just type in button examples,
Mm-hmm.
and you're probably going to come up with some icons.
Also, Canva is creating AI stuff in Canva. So
Yeah, I noticed that the other day when I was in there.
yeah, I think you could say create an icon for startup solutions, create an
Yeah,
icon for, and just see what comes up. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it'll be a
yeah,
perfect thing. Real estate
that's true.
solutions, I picture, a house, but yeah, the reason to consider what they're saying is that icons catch the eye.
Uh-huh.
That people respond more quickly to symbols than to having to read each word. I will say that as a reader, which I am, I these do look so similar, one to the next to the next to the next, that I kind of just
They blur together.
yeah, I kind of like, oh, he's got a bunch of stuff. Okay.
Can you scroll up a little bit, Steve?
The individual icons would maybe make it different as long as they're all different.
Yeah, one of the things I've learned over the last couple of years is that don't assume anything on a website.
Uh-huh.
Nowhere, it's a button, but if I'm looking down there, I don't know it's a button.
True.
I
Yeah.
literally put on there for more information about the following, please click one of the buttons below.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can put that right there in that
Yeah,
banner.
right there, right in there, right above it. Yep.
And I did that also on
Yeah.
choose the button to get the information, Google, Yahoo. Also, just a feedback on the sides here. You can add spacing so that you don't have the logos hanging off onto the side of the
Mhm.
web
Yeah,
page.
depending on the size of the monitor, it looks great. When I
Ah,
built it, I was on my 24-inch monitor. But
so it's
yes,
not as responsive as we wish sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Just a thought.
But you're right. I do need to add some more spacing. It may look too small on a 24-inch monitor, but on my laptop, it would look right.
Right.
Mhm.
And the majority of your view is going to be on laptops, probably 90% of it.
That's true.
Actually, the majority
I'm
is going
really
to be the majority is going to be on cell phones.
Yeah.
I'm really
That's the truth.
spoiled working from home on my big monitors.
Yeah.
Yeah, so each of these, clicks into something, and some of these click throughs are not as fluid as I'd like. For example, startup solutions, I kind of have a narrative, right? But then going back, others simply take you right to the sales funnel.
Hmm.
And so that's one area where I've struggled, uh, is with the consistency, because I have, under startup solutions, multiple solutions, so I can't go directly to a sales funnel there.
Hmm.
But I like,
Mhm.
LeAnn, I like the way you had yours organized, where you had fewer buttons on your main page.
Mhm. Organized into groups.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because they fall into those 3, 4 categories. Some things are listed on multiple areas. Like for instance, even that data storage, it's a tool, but it's also a business opportunity.
Right.
Does the business opportunity page look a little different than the tool page? Yep. They are separate pages because I have to talk about what's in it for the hero, the other person, if they engage with that particular opportunity. So that's one of the things I'm putting together. Do you mind if I just share?
I guess,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
And I haven't gotten this down 100%, but is that if we go to the trusted tools, I am establishing a template so that the top of every trusted tool will be similar, so people can kind of mentally identify, okay, here, tested and trusted tool, online backup security. But if they go over to, I think it's business idea, I may not have one of these up yet. I have a template, so let's go JM business op template. This is the template that I'm going for.
You're not sharing yet.
Oh, thank you. It's pulling up. So Joyminder Solutions. So this is the template. What is it? Tested tool, business idea, or side gig you choose, because a lot of business opportunities really are multiple things. You can just use them. It is a tool or a business idea or a side gig. I mean, it can be any of it. Who is this business right for? What do they love, hate, or need? That info goes here. What are the benefits? What I'm missing in this story brand is, what if you don't take action? What if you don't do it? But I don't know how much I need to put that into this particular page. This is the individual business idea or the individual area, whereas so I call this a funnel. So business ideas.now.site. This is all the ideas. So 1 million options, literally real estate, affiliate marketing, start an online store, direct sales and network marketing, creative, greater vision for your life. So then each of these goes into the particular. So real estate goes to, going into real estate. That has its own very unique look because it is a very different type of business opportunity, I think. I haven't branded Joy Minder over there for legal reasons as well. And then affiliate marketing, though, is where I could be offering, become an affiliate marketer like Joy Minder, essentially, right? Start an online store or direct sales network marketing. If you click here, that data tool will appear on this funnel, on these options, as well as maybe on the affiliate marketer list. So I'm still trying to figure out, do I do that? Because then I've got 2 pages to update, or do I just combine them somehow? So this is the direct sales and network marketing, owning your own business. This is more of a blog. What is direct sales? Explore Organo, tools to grow. And that's for Now site right here. But of course, that's not affiliate marketing anymore. So much fun. Lots and lots of work to get all this revamped and put back together, but I think it's worth it. And it's getting along there. The other thing is I am, for those of you who use NOT LeAnn, I'm going to keep the events page the way it is. With the, and maybe even add in more things. If there's more events or more things that people should get to, it's still loading. But I will be removing a lot of excess or duplicate pages here. LeAnn Lyon homepage. So this is the events page. Again, I think there's great value here. Here's Monday, here's Tuesday, Wednesday, here's Thursday, Friday, how to connect with me. But the homepage, I kind of I just did too much. I have to take that out first of all, but I want this to be about the different things I do. So Joy Minder needs to be here, Lead with LeAnn needs to be here. But right now, I think if people go to Elevate Your Business Vision, that did go to Joy Minder Solutions. It's probably going to, yeah. So there's just some cleaning up that I have to do. And I don't know when I'll get it done exactly. Okay, I'll stop the share. But yeah, it's structurally, basically Joy Minder, tools, coaches, opportunities, free stuff, and stuff underneath each of those. Right now, the business opportunities, I actually have 8 funnels, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I understand. I'm actually trying to remember what the other 3 exactly are, because I probably don't need to have 8. I call them funnels when they have multiple opportunities on them, although technically those aren't funnels. Funnels are more like bringing people across, but the whole system is a funnel too. Joy Minder, what are you looking for? Get there. What are you looking for? Get there. That is a funnel. Make sense?
It does.
So
I think the important takeaway from this morning
yeah,
is focus on what your good skill sets are that you can share.
yeah,
I mean, and then build from there. Don't
yeah.
try and do something that you'd like to do, but you're not really solid on. I mean, it's like I spent probably a good 6 months fully understanding Now Site's the best I thought I could because it evolves and keeping up with it to feel confident enough that I could help somebody, that I understood enough where I could teach it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I
and
think that's critical.
everybody here has seen me through a whole bunch of iterations. I mean, when I have built websites for people, I
Right.
have built funnels for people, and generally I end up coming out of it saying I'm never doing that again until the next time I do
There's
it.
a red one.
But
Mhm.
you know, everybody has their thing.
Apple.
Figure out what you
No.
Aw. Figure out what you love to do and how to and who you love to serve. I really think that who you love to serve probably needs to be first, then figure out how to serve them. So Steve, Steven, I know we've all figured out it's different levels even of businesses that we're wanting to serve. Stephen and I are a little bit more along the getting going or smaller type of businesses in general. Steve is aiming a little higher at the where they can afford to pay the 3 to 5 thousand a month. Awesome, amazing,
And they think it's a bargain.
and they think it's a bargain, right? Where's yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
really, to have somebody with Steve's expertise, I mean, 3,000 a month is 36,000 a year. Anybody coming in to do that full time is going to be at least closer to a six-figure salary. So it's a fractional person definitely gives benefit. Um, yeah, and but while looking at who you love to serve, do look at what they can pay, what they can be valued at, what can, and how many people are you going to have to then serve to reach your own financial goals? Obviously important as well. We know that an average now site hit person is worth or I found $392 per year. So if I want to make 400,000 a year, then I have to make then I have to have 1,000 people I'm serving, right? So then is that possible? But work backwards, figure that out, see if you can. If you can't, then what can you do to bring up the average value of that person? If it's 400 with one tool, what other tools can you add on to raise the value to 5, 6,000, maybe $1,000? Now you only need 400 clients to reach the same value of 400,000, if that would be your goal. Just throwing it out there. Johnny, what do you think? You like to make 400,000 a year? Just
Oh, that would be
7%.
great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm just working through some personal things and stuff. So I'm learning a lot. No
yeah,
matter what you guys do. Um, Listening, I write down ideas, your comments, thoughts, and then build upon
Mm-hmm.
it's called
That's the
planting seeds and watering them.
Mhm.
And bamboo takes 7 years before it sprouts, but every plant, every seed, olive trees take 100 years to produce an olive. Onion plants are old in 9 weeks. So be you, everybody. Be you. Speaking of which, I got my lifestyle pages going too. Because BU is one of the skincare system that I use.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, as always, I appreciate everybody being here. I hope you got some value from this. If you have any now side questions, I will be available at 1 o'clock today. I have, but whatever. Let's uh, just keep moving forward step by step. We'll get this figured out. I'm
Can I ask a
so
quick
open to
question?
feedback. Yes, Johnny.
When Zoom changed, I when they've upgraded, and I don't know how to figure this out, but I can no longer see a background like I used to have the ocean background.
Uh-huh.
That all just disappeared.
Yeah, you
Uh,
have to reset it. When they updated your when they upgraded your Zoom, it
Uh-huh.
takes that out. You have to go into your video down at the bottom, down where it says stop video at the bottom. You click on the little arrow
Stop video. Okay, go ahead.
and it says choose virtual background.
Okay,
Click on that.
I did.
Okay, and then you might have some virtual backgrounds down there that you can use.
No, it says none and blur.
Okay, so then see there's a little plus sign up in the right hand side.
Yeah.
You click on that,
Okay, it gives
and
two
then
options.
and then you import an image to go behind you.
Okay. Or video.
Yep. Well, you want to put an image. You don't want to put a video.
Okay.
That's how you put that back.
Okay.
And you can go into Canva and create your custom one like this.
Yep. Or like you could like look at Leanne. See, you put a QR code up there. You can create your own virtual background. You can actually you can in Canva you can say Zoom backgrounds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a template.
Yep. And Canva's free.
Yep.
For those of us with business tools, you might put a link into Canva for free. I don't think they have an affiliate
Oh.
thing, but sometimes it's just nice to offer a solution. It doesn't, not everything has to make money.
Right.
Not everything, but sometimes just being the resource, like, oh, that was amazing. I wonder what else she has going. Well, I wonder what else she offers. That's the question we want to have. There's a really great series of questions in the book, The Referral of a Lifetime. And they said, if you ask these questions, I'm going to go grab it. It's right over there. So one moment and I'll be right back.
Can you
I'm back. So on page 45.
Oh, sorry.
Here's the book. Page 45. It says, if you go through life and everyone you meet, you ask these questions. What is it you do? What do you like most about this? If you could start over, knowing what you know, what would your day look like? And here's a fourth question for those you meet who own or manage a business or are engaged in selling a product or service. All of us. Number 4, what is the single biggest hurdle that's preventing your business from moving to the next level? And the point isn't to sell them anything. The point is just to hear them. People just want to be heard. But if you can hear them and put the relationship first of all, they are going to ask you what you do. You are going to be able to respond with, as a matter of fact, I do that. Because we do. But make sure that you get to the point that your number one goal with them is a relationship, not a sale. Sales are transactional, sales come and go. Build the relationship. So that's why I'm saying, if you can give them a truly free tool, give them 4, 10 free tools, you've got a friend. You've got a trusted resource. You've got a great referral source. And even if they're not going to buy from you, because not everybody in your world is going to, but they will happily refer the people to you that you need. That's the point.
Yeah,
Building
I
that.
take it a step forward. I try to send at least one referral to each new person that I meet, like especially on Lunch Club,
Yeah.
where I'm meeting 6 to 8 new people a week. I try to send them a referral right away, and sometimes I'm able to send them multiple. Like I met somebody in the music industry that does marketing specifically for the music industry, and I've met 2 or 3 other people that have similar businesses that serve the same community. So I was able to send her multiple connection, and I simply say, you might find synergy, but I think you're serving the same market in different ways, and you might be able to collaborate. I'll let you take the conversation from here.
Yeah, 100%. I was at my chiropractor. Oh, by the way, look at this. It still hurts a little bit, but it's getting there. Just had a major breakthrough with my shoulder last week. And then we're talking and I offered, oh, I know somebody who could help you with your front desk. Now he's asking me to design a website for him. So you just don't know where things can take you when you just be human,
Yeah.
offer
lead-
solutions for people,
Lead with value.
lead with
You know,
value.
lead with
Yeah.
value. Give without wanting to receive, and the receiving will come.
Yeah, there's another series of 6 questions. I'll save those for next week. But it says preliminary discovery questions to determine if they are a qualified lead. And again, that's a little bit more of a hunting sounding thing, but you know, anything can be used to develop relationship and rapport. So, thank you, everybody. This concludes week 2 of the Joy Minder Leaders League. You are all leaders, and I love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Everybody
Bye
have a wonderful week.
Now we'll figure out where I'm ever going to put these things, but we'll get into it. If you have anything you need from this, reach out. I'll have it up in Vimeo soon. I just don't know where how I'm going to exactly publish these yet. So,
Okay, doke.
Yeah, I'd like to listen to it again myself.
Everybody have a great week.
okay, bye.
See y'all.
Thank you, you too.